Well, Father Augustine Wetta is a monk of St. Louis Abbey and author of this book that Bishop is holding right there, Humility Rules, from Ignatius Press. Father, thanks so much for being with us today.
What a great pleasure. And might I say, it is a particular honor to finally meet the titular Bishop of Mauritania Caesariensis.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been waiting so long.
Well, I'm glad I fulfilled this longing of yours today. Thank you.
I've never been to Mauritania Caesariensis, but someday.
Oh, you got to go. It's a great place.
The beaches.
Well,
And it's in Algeria.
all right, let's get right to it because you two will just go on and on. So people love monks, but the rule of the Benedict may not be his favorite. Tell us what made you decide to tackle this subject, Father.
Yeah, it's funny that my mother is a kind of a famous artist, and she has all these chic art friends who aren't particularly fond of the Catholic Church, but they all think it's really great that I'm a monk. All monasteries have to support themselves, and my monastery runs a school, and so the abbot decided I would make a good chaplain, apparently. The first thing I said to him was, "But I'm a terrible monk," and he said, "Yeah, but your heart's in the right place." So I decided to do what I could and go through the Rule of St. Benedict with the kids. And the more we discussed it, the more I realized they didn't so much need more self-esteem as they needed humility.
I got to tell you something funny, Father Augustine. So there's a slight delay. It looks like you're lip syncing yourself. So that makes it even more enjoyable to be with you. So anyway.
If I talk like this.
No, you're not going to be able to deal with it. So listen, apart from your lip syncing, you've been a juggler, a rugby player, a surfer. What in heck led you to St. Louis Abbey and to teaching as a profession? I don't get it.
Yeah. How much time do we have? I guess the short answer is I literally fell in love with St. Louis Abbey. I probably shouldn't tell this story on the air, but I'll tell it anyway. What the heck? I had this beautiful girlfriend before I joined the monastery, and I used to try to draw her eyes in the corners of my notes when I was bored. And I realized at a certain point that I'd stopped drawing her in the corners and had started drawing little pictures of monks. So it was just like falling in love. I was obsessed. I couldn't stay away. I wanted to tell my parents about them. I wanted to introduce my friends. There were 18 when I joined, and we've got this amazing abbot, and now there are 30. So I'm lucky they haven't kicked me out yet.
Well, each chapter in the book has an assignment. Tell us about the format of the book.
Well, I guess it's very teacherly, really. I couldn't avoid homework, but full disclosure, there's this wonderful convent in Irondale, Alabama, the Sister Servants of the Eternal Word, and they're the ones who wrote most of the homeworks. My favorite one is when they pass a platter of food around at dinner, pick whatever looks least appetizing. It's the best advice I've never followed.
Hey,
second best. Probably third best advice I've never followed.
Now I have to comment on the artwork in the book, okay? Like, for example, I'm looking at a monk who's playing rugby being chased by Satan here. What's up with these pictures? Where did you get these?
Well, I looked through a lot of this sort of Catholic piety books, and my mother being an artist, I could hardly publish a book with bad art. So I made my own bad art. I went through ancient manuscripts, and I photoshopped monks, photoshopped footballs and surfboards and skateboards and iPods and things into the pictures. So maybe it was, I guess, ancient art with a little bit of humor inserted.
The reaction to the book has been amazing. It's number 4 on Amazon, I believe, right now. How do you respond to that?
I respond by being very, very humble, extremely humble. In fact, I have been so humble, I decided to give myself an award. Yeah, it wasn't big enough, so I built a bigger one.
Humility rules.
get on to Amazon and write a review, whether you've read it or not. Just,
Okay.
Don't lie. Just say I've heard it's a great book.
Now, you mentioned, Father, that you're a chaplain. How do you interact with kids? You certainly use humor and you have so many different interests. How do you interact with them and tell them about God?
Very carefully. I found that with teenagers especially, that they can sniff out hypocrisy pretty quickly. So actually, I think monks are in a unique position here because we spend our lives learning how to listen, and you'd be surprised how open a teenager will be if you actually give them the first and last word. You know, if you say, and then come back later with a last word. And I never let them win. Well, no, actually, I do let them win sometimes. Sometimes they're smarter than I am, a lot of times. So I think the key is listening to them, giving them the floor every now and then, and admitting when you don't know something.
Father Augustine, I can't wait to be laying on the beach in Sufar in Algeria reading Humility Rules, St. Benedict's 12-Step Guide to Genuine Self-Esteem. The humor and the challenges are delightful. Where can our viewers get a copy of this great book? And I think I know the answer.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere. I just discovered that they're offering it at Walmart, but I recommend Ignatius Press, really, going directly to the source, Ignatius Press.
All right, very good.
They've been so kind.
Well, Father, thanks so much for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. Very much appreciate you taking the time today to be with us, and you have a great day.
Oh, you too. Invite me back someday. It was fun.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Bye-bye.